Hi guys, Mark here with Wolters World. We're in Beijing, China at the Black Bamboo Park. And what I thought I'd give you guys today is I've worked with a lot of Chinese business executives, a lot of Chinese students, and I've found that there's some certain things that you may do that may offend Chinese people when you do go to China. So these are 10 ways you might offend Chinese people when you do come to China. I think it's important, especially if you're going to do business here, to know that you want to show respect, you want to not offend people and things like that. So here are 10 things that you might not realize that you do that may offend people. Now the first thing is, if you're going to do any kind of business thing, you're going to have a gift or they're going to give you gifts, and the thing is, you do not open gifts in front of the people that gave them to you. You save the gift until later, unless they tell you, no, open it now. Then it's okay. It's like a really big gift or something like that you have to open, then it's okay. But in general, you do not open the gifts that people give you. You wait to open those until you go home, okay, or back to your hotel or whatever. The second thing is, when you go to business lunches, you don't eat first, okay? The most senior executive goes first, or the oldest person at the table, they eat first. So you wait till they start, and then you get to eat. Now they may say, since you're the guest, you can start, that's fine, but just know that in general, if no one says anything, it's best to wait until the most senior person starts eating, okay? The third way you may offend people is, it comes to business cards. Well, you'll notice when people give you a business card in China, they give two hands. Also gifts, they'll give things with two hands. Guys, you receive and accept gifts and business cards with two hands. That's the respectful way to do things. Also with business cards, think of a business card as an extension of that person. So treat the business card with respect. Look at it, make sure you get the name right, all these kind of things. Lay it in front of you in the meeting so it looks like you're looking at their titles and stuff like that, because the business card is kind of treated as an extension of the person, so make sure you treat it with respect. So hold it with two hands, look at it, keep it. Don't just stick it in your wallet right away, because that makes you think like that you don't care about them, okay? The fourth way you might offend people goes with chopsticks. Guys, if you put chopsticks straight down into rice, you don't do that. Chopsticks going straight down into rice, that's reserved for funerals, so don't do that. It can be a little bit offensive. Number 5 on our list of things not to do that might offend people or make them feel uncomfortable is, guys, you won't see too much love and stuff like that here in China. So when people, like Westerners, we tend to give lots of kisses and hugs and stuff like that. You may make your Chinese friends feel uncomfortable if you're giving smooches to your wife. PDA, not really an okay thing here, so be ready for that, okay? So hold your hands, that's fine. You can give a little smooch, but you want to stay away from that, okay? Sixth thing that you might do to offend people here is, if you compare China and Japan. China and Japan have a really, really bad history together. So what you really shouldn't do is just say, oh, well, in Japan they do this, or I like stuff from Japan. They do not like those comparisons. So do not compare Japan and China to each other. They're not the same country. They're very little in common with them. So do not compare the two, all right? Because you will offend people with that one. Also, number 7, don't point. Guys, if you want someone to come, you don't do this. That's bad. What you do is you do this. Say, oh, come here. You do this, okay? Because if you point at people or say come here, that's offensive to them, so don't do that. Number 8 on our list, and this is one that I've seen a lot of professors here make the mistake, is if you invite someone out to eat, like, hey, let's go have dinner, I'm inviting you out, that means you pay. The person that invites, they pay the bill, okay? So if you have a translator or you have someone, then you say, hey, will you come out to lunch with me? And they say yes, they're expecting you to pay. And vice versa, if someone invites you out to dinner, they pay for you, okay? So just know that that's one thing I've seen a lot of Westerners here, they've kind of upset their Chinese friends because he invited me out to dinner, took me to this place, but he didn't pay. Here, you don't go Dutch in China. It's whoever invites, they do the paying, okay? Oh, number 9 on this is one I didn't really know about, but if you're going to give gifts, you bring gifts from the U.S., if your company's color is green, don't bring hats. A green hat means that your spouse is cheating on you or you're unfaithful, so don't bring green hats. That's another way you might offend people. You may not realize it, but the Chinese people will, so be careful with that one, all right? Number 10, let's go back to those gift things. And the gifts, you don't want to give people a clock, because if you give people a clock, it means I want you to die, because I'm counting down the time until your death. So do not give a clock for a gift. And number 11, if you're lucky enough to get invited to a Chinese person's house, it is a great honor, and treat it like that. So you bring your gifts, but also when you go into their home, you take off your shoes, and they'll have slippers for you and stuff like that. Put those on, even though they're not your size, you'll be okay. But you do not wear your shoes inside people's houses. That is very offensive, okay? So those are 10, actually 11 little tips for you, so you don't offend your Chinese friends when you come over here, or your business colleagues. I hope this helps. If you want to learn more about traveling to China, a few Chinese words, 5 things you're going to love and hate about visiting Beijing, check us out at our website at woltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter and Facebook, and we really appreciate your subscriptions and likes. So, bye from Beijing, China.